Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Well, we're going to make some classic cocktails.
Yes, absolutely. Josh Pape joining us, proprietor, head bartender of the beautiful Diamond in Gastown. How are you, Josh?
I'm doing well.
Nice to see you. Now, we got lots to talk about today, but before we start mixing, let's talk about the classes and people's opportunity to learn how to do some of this stuff.
Yeah, so we really enjoy teaching, and so at the Diamond we organize some classes where we usually run them on Sundays while the restaurant's open, and we give people a chance to learn how to make some drinks. So we let them sample 6 different cocktails and then give them a shot at making their favorite of the bunch.
That seems like a great idea. So it's like Sunday school for adults.
Exactly.
So they sample 6 and then they decide. That's
then they go, yeah, exactly. So they get little tasters.
We're talking about classic cocktails. What do you mean by that?
It's kind of like the foundation cocktails of you know, all the drinks that we have now are all based on other drinks that have been made before. You know, and usually they're simpler and easier to execute and kind of help us learn a little bit with what we like to drink.
Yeah,
and what are we making today? You've brought so many different things.
Yeah, so today we're going to make 2 drinks. I'm actually going to make it with you guys, and then you'll make your own. So we're doing 2 of our contemporary drinks for summer. So the first one Mike's going to make, we're going to do this together. It's called a Buck Mule. And this one we start in this glass here.
Yes.
And should we measure or should we free pour, Mike?
Free pour!
Always free pour, eh? Okay, so we're going to grab our gin, and we're going to add an ounce of that.
A little beef eater.
Just a nice London Dry style gin. We're going to add the exact same amount of this Fino sherry.
Exact.
Okay, exactly the same.
Yes.
This is for balance. See how you're doing over there.
There you go. He seems to be doing
Done this
okay.
before, yeah. You got much better since the first time I came
Yes. And what's that?
This is just
Rehab
fresh
really
lime
helped me
juice.
out a little bit for my pouring.
So we're just going to go for a little dash of that, exactly. And now the exact same amount of sugar.
Exact same amount, Michael.
Okay, this is just a simple syrup, so sugar and water.
50-50?
Exactly. Okay. And then this is cucumber juice. So what we do is, you'll see the garnish in a sec, but we peel the cucumber and then put it through one of those, you know, the juicers where you push in the top, an extraction juicer. About an ounce of that.
And cucumber juice is super refreshing. Well, he's got some over there.
Yeah. And that's about it. So now we're going to grab some ice, which is behind Fiona here.
Yes, it is.
And we're going to ice that tall glass.
Oh, wow.
And then also, lots of ice.
Sorry, duck, duck, goose, what?
Oh, wrong.
Why don't I get your glass here?
What am I doing?
Let's get some teamwork going.
I don't know, I got scared. I don't know, I got worried. I just want to do it right.
I know.
Ice in the glass.
Okay, now, remember this part here, right on top? Give it a little tap.
Okay, and
ready?
then...
One glass towards you.
Like that?
Perfect. Smile.
Hey, you get to make one next, man. You got to make picket fence.
Smile.
All right,
there
we're good.
You go.
Okay, now remember to get it apart. We go where the glass and metal meet away from you, and just gentle tap like that, like you're clapping.
Oh, I almost got it. There we go.
Nice.
And now what?
We just take this strainer here, hold that on top with your finger.
Yeah.
Right in here.
Now, I think Fiona should taste both and see how close I got.
Make it into a competition.
Okay.
And now, Mike, we're going to give just a little bit of ginger beer here.
Oh, interesting finish there. And how do you said you peel these cucumbers, you've got this garnish.
And then we keep these guys just in a little water. And watch, this is where you get creative. This is your flair opportunity,
Oh, this
Mike.
is it.
So cucumber flair. So a little twist like this. Looks nice and pretty on top.
Oh, it's so cute.
Grab a straw, and then that is the Buck Mule.
And why is it named that?
I know. Well, okay, so a drink made with ginger beer is called a mule, traditionally, and with ginger ale, it's called a buck. And we made this drink, and we weren't sure which one we were going to use. Was it a buck or a mule, a mule? And then it kind of became a buck mule.
Here,
okay.
You can test like an expert fee.
Here, I'm going to try here.
Oh, I was pretty close.
I really like the flavor of
Oh, actually, how do I know I
juice.
was pretty close? Because I've had one before, and I was actually.
You're just so
I'm really close.
You're actually just really dumb right now.
I did really well, actually. I'm quite proud of myself. I was quite close.
No, you know what?
That's good, though. That's
But I like yours better because there's more cucumber juice or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I've made a few thousand of these, so maybe that was your first try, and you're
One. Okay, what am I making?
And it looks great. Okay, so the next drink we're going to make, this is called a picket fence, so a nice one for our beautiful summer we're enjoying. Yes. So this one is what's called a built drink. So you're going to start in this glass here.
Oh, right, I'm over here.
And we're going to put some ice in it.
So I'll stand here. Do I need to do anything with this apple, or is this just
Yeah, you can cut an apple fan for a garnish. So what you're going to do, I know.
Go around?
Well, you're just going to cut like a cheek right off the side.
Okay.
Okay, now what?
And then, well, I've got to go the garnish first. So now you're going to cut 5 thin slices as best you can.
Okay.
As
for
best
each drink.
you can.
For each drink.
Okay. So now we're going to free pour as well, right?
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going just a nice little dash. It's a ½ ounce of gin.
A ½ ounce.
Okay.
Okay.
And now we use this, which is called Amaro Montenegro, and this is it's a herbal liqueur from Italy.
No, let's say what you described it to me off the air as. It's a Jägermeister for adults. So when your palate grows up in petit peu, you can pretend you're Class A with this.
It's for adults and for us.
Okay.
So, okay.
And what are we doing with it?
Okay, now we're going to add about the same, a half an ounce.
Just a dash.
And this just adds a little bit of depth to the cocktail.
Okay.
Now we're going to add a bit of maraschino liqueur, which is not like those sickly sweet maraschino cherries that you get in drinks, those bright red ones. Just 10 mils of that, so a little bit less than the
10 mils?
last.
Now what are you talking about?
Small dash. Perfect.
10 mils.
Now we're going to do some lime juice. Again, about the same, that half an ounce. You can see these ones are nice and easy to replicate, so it's...
And then
we're going to top it with this really nice cider. So it's got that freshness, the kind of tart flavors all work together.
a little bit of fizz, just like the last one. I don't know if I don't know how well I did on the measuring.
So you're going to go leave about a half inch from the top. That's perfect. And then we're going to go 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. And this, again, just fills out the cocktail a bit. Nice firm dash.
And you always find that a lot of classic cocktails use the real old school bitters.
It's just one of those things. It's just so perfectly balanced for all the cocktails that we make. So it's,
and now we give her a whirl.
Yeah, a quick stir.
Yes.
Again, we're using carbonation in there, so you don't want to disrupt it too much. Just a gentle stir.
Don't want to disrupt you.
And now we can add a couple more cubes. Just because the more ice keeps it from melting, right? So
you got to have an icy cold drink in the summertime.
And you got to have a really good place to put Mike's beautiful apple fan.
Yeah.
I know, I did not bad on the apple fan.
That's great.
Thanks.
Apple fan.
So there.
Look at you.
Apple fan.
We are good to
and
go.
we're just throwing it on top?
Well, make it, artistically place it on the rim of the glass. How about that?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, we had a fallen soldier.
It was a poor cut, I think. Maybe.
There is a poor cut. There's one right there. Of course, Josh zeroes in on the poor cut.
Okay.
You guys also have some delicious food as well. You have a lovely kitchen there, and people can snack away.
The food is really good.
Yeah, thank you. We try and keep it all kind of easier and more social dining, so things to get between you and
a little snacky.
share as a group. Exactly.
So you can visit. Well,
now,
it's
Mike, you try, and I actually don't. I gotta say, I usually think I've done well.
You feel good about this
my
one?
measurements. I don't feel like I did it right.
Oh.
What do you think?
All he did was
Survey
grunt.
says.
Yours is a little sweeter. I don't know what happened, but
I don't know what I did.
That's got more balance. That's got more.
If you want to learn properly how to make world-class cocktails and interesting tapas as well, you must check out the Diamond. And for the classes, all the information, all you have to do is go to their website. You can join them, of course, in Gastown. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're going to have some great music with Jason and the Diatonics right after this.
It's very close.
I got to try these.